This is Karine from Karins VSG. It has been a year since I made an update, I believe. I've crossed my 7-year surgiversary. And so I thought it was time to give you an update. If you haven't, so I'll just start with my stats. So I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on May 4th, 2017 in Duluth at Essentia Health St. Mary's Hospital with Dr. Matthew Bettendorf. My highest weight was 240 pounds. When I started my journey, it was 225, I believe. It's been a while, so 225. And when I had my surgery after the liquid diet for a week, my weight was 204, I believe. It's been a long time. All right. So, and then after my surgery, my lowest weight was 138 something. I was just rewatching my videos and trying to refamiliarize myself with this. 138 something, and that is the lowest I ever got on my weight. And then I bounced around between 140, 140. Well, I'm going to say 140 to 150 for 2 years. And then COVID hit, and my daughter got cancer, or learned she had cancer. She lived 1.5 years after her diagnosis, and she passed away in 2022. And since that time, I did do a video on that. Since that time, I have regained probably 25 pounds. I've done everything. I've intermittent fasted. I've not eaten all day long. I've eaten just certain things. But my doctor told me when this happened with my daughter that, I need to adjust this a little bit, that I was not to worry about my weight during that journey, which I didn't. And it was pretty traumatic. It was pretty stressful. I then ended up, for the last 2 years since she passed away, her daughters have been living with us. And then this year, now their father has gotten remarried to a really nice lady. And so they are not living with us as of May or June, I believe. So I weighed in yesterday, day before yesterday, and I weighed in at 166.5. I think it was something like that, 0.4 or something. Anyway, so I am 20 pounds heavier than I was when I was maintaining. And I'm really worried about it. I went to my doctor, and there's nothing I can do about it at this time. I can't get any of the new drugs that are out. The waiting list for that is so long that it's not worth waiting for. It's really just ridiculous. But so I'm going to have to try to do it myself. I'm going to put this up like this so I can look right at you instead of, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to have to do it myself, and I'm going to have to do it. And so today, my breakfast and lunch today was cherries and cucumbers. I have resorted to just eating foods that are fresh foods. So anyway, it's been a hard 2 years. Let's just put it that way. I didn't just lose a daughter. I lost the person that was my go-to person, and the person that seemed to understand me the most, that was always there for me, that she was that person that I would call up and say, let's go have coffee. Even though we don't drink coffee, let's go and have lunch. let's have breakfast, whatever. Last year, the first day of school, I brought my grandchildren to school that day and came home and just lost it, because in the past, my daughter had always done that and then come to my house and say, let's go for breakfast, because it was the thing to do on the first day of school. So there are things like that that's going to come up for the rest of my life. I'm sure of this. Um, the teacher of the school where my granddaughters went up until last year, they will be going to a different school this coming year, which there's nothing I could do about. But the teacher and I have become really close friends. She's the same age as my daughter was, but then I lost my daughter in June. She lost her mother in September. And so it's almost like we bonded on with that because of that. And she's got a sister, and I have another daughter, but I think that it was, and then we worked together at the school because I was working at the school. And so, so we've kind of bonded and become good friends, and she's helped me a lot. She's really helped me a lot. But anyway, so my weight journey, has been frustrating. I found myself resorting to, well, I can't eat a lot of food and I really want to have that cookie. So then I don't eat food, I ate the cookie. Or when my granddaughters were living with me, their father would buy them lunch stuff, or I would buy them lunch stuff. Many times I just bought it. But so it would be chips and cookies and candies and all kinds of things in this bin or this bookcase that I have full of bins that they could just go and when they went and made lunch, they could just pick out what they wanted for lunch and put it in the lunch pail. But it was there. And so I ate a lot of chips, a lot of Cheetos, a lot of crackers. And so that was a problem. And because I was so concentrated on the grieving process, and I also learned that when you're grieving as deeply as I was for my daughter, our body says to us, you are in danger, you are grieving, and you need to be protected. So I'm going to hang on to every pound that you have, and I'm going to give you some more. And so I discovered that in this grieving process, this trauma that I was going through, my body just held on to everything. It didn't let anything go. And so I'm trying to work through that right now. I was up to the last time I went to the doctor, or 2 times ago when I went to the doctor for checkup, I was up to like 171. And since that time, I'm down now to 170 or 166. So I was getting up into the scary region, or the scary place where I didn't want to be there. And so, and I mean, most of my clothes still fit. Some of them fit very uncomfortably. They cut into me, which is an indication that, yeah, I've gained a lot of weight. But I'm determined to get it off, and work on that. So that's why I'm eating cucumbers and cherries for breakfast and lunch. Actually, it's 11:30 here right now, and I'm taking my granddaughters and then this friend of mine and her daughter to the beach today. So we're gonna go swimming. Hopefully it's warm enough. Yesterday it was pretty cold here, but hopefully today it's warm enough that we can go swimming. And so we're doing that today. But I thought I'd put up a video really quick, if just to catch everybody up. I don't really watch VSG or Journey's videos anymore on YouTube. Most of the people that I watch are done. They're gone. They're not posting anymore. I do follow a couple on Instagram that have done things over their lives, but I'm just, like I've always said, I'm not an Instagram person. I don't post to Instagram. And so I don't always go in there. I go in there maybe once a week or something, and I catch up on everything. But anyway, so that's what I've been up to the last 2 years, is raising 2 little girls who lost their mama, and trying to get through the grieving process that losing my daughter caused, and the trauma that it's done to my body and my spirit and my soul. And so lots of things have happened in my life that have thrown me for a loop. It's been interesting. Just family has, I mean, it's just my husband and I. now. And so anyway, it's just been different. It's just been different for sure. We also recently just sold our church building. The church still exists, but we don't really meet anymore. And so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But we needed to sell the building because it was there was no parking, there was no reception hall. It stunk. We didn't have enough people to make it worthwhile to fix it up or even add a parking lot, which I don't know if we really even could have. I don't know if the city would have let us. So we just recently sold that. They didn't tell us that it sold. So we lost a lot of personal items because the people that bought it didn't know that. And they dumped everything in the garbage. We lost all of our church records. We lost all of our church books. We lost everything. The new owner, I found out about it by just happened to be driving by it. And otherwise we wouldn't have known it even sold. But the person that bought it, she let us come in and we had to dumpster dive for some things. We had to dumpster dive for the piano bench, and she let us have the piano and then the pulpit. We pulled that out of the dumpster. And then there were books, personal books of mine that were at the church because we were using them for the children's programs and stuff. And they had dumped them in the dumpster, but it had rained. So recovering those books and all of our church encyclopedias and everything was in the dumpster. So we lost everything. And I guess, life is short, but we were not happy. We were not happy at all. But we're happy we sold the building, but we have no plans for what we're going to do in the future in this area. So it is what it is. There is another church nearby, but I don't feel welcome there, so I'm not going there. So if we do, we'll drive out of town to go to church. We'll attend church someplace else and see how that works. Otherwise, we just stay home. We watch church online from different people that we know, places we know. And so that's what we've been doing since all of that happened in COVID. But anyway, so I'm still struggling with my weight. I still can wear a lot of my clothes, but there's some clothes I've stacked up in a pile and they're waiting for me to lose the weight, which I probably shouldn't do. I literally just bought this. My favorite store of all times is Kohl's store. I buy most of my clothing there, and they usually have some really good deals. I'm just hoping then that they never close. Because it's like JCPenney's. I love JCPenney's too, but the only one that is even there anymore is either online or in Duluth. All the other JCPenney's have closed. So, but I just feel bad that I've gained some of the weight back, but I'm determined to get it off, however that may be. I really am not going to be working this next year, so I've got to find another job to keep me busy. I've been trying to get my photography business up and running, but that's pretty difficult too. Because I don't know a lot of people. And so I think you have to know people and go places so people know that you're doing it. And I just haven't developed that following yet. So I did take 2 weddings this year and anniversary party, which is a lot of work, but it's kind of been fun. And I didn't get paid for those. The first wedding, they paid for our hotel room, but that was my children's our father. It was their wedding. And so that was kind of our wedding gift to them. And then the second one was my niece. And so my wedding gift to her was also wedding pictures, which took me weeks to edit. So if I'd have done that as a photographer, I probably would have charged her about $4,000. So that's one big wedding present right there. So anyway, and then the anniversary party was one of my best friends. Her and her husband had her 50th wedding anniversary. And so I took their pictures, and that was also just a gift. But one of these days I'd like to make some money at it. So I'm hoping that can happen shortly. But anyway, so that's my update for right now. Everything is just kind of status quo here at my house. We haven't really done anything with 2 little girls living here. It's been a chaotic life, and which is normal. They are both, when their mother passed away, they were 7 and 9. They are now 11. They are now 9 and 11. And they also when their daddy got married, they also gained two sisters. So now they have a sister who's 13 and a sister who's 10, and they're expecting a baby in at the end of the year, another little girl. So that family will have 5 girls, 4 of which will be teenagers at the same time. Should be interesting. Should be fun. So anyway, just a quick update. I would love to see quick updates from everybody that I used to follow, but I know that's kind of hard for people to do. I know Dory is still posting every now and then, so I keep watching her. I see Jess, I think it is, on Instagram. I see pictures of her there, but the rest of them, I don't see any videos anymore. Oh, I should say Fly Girl. She's posted some videos in the past, and it was good to see her again too. I like to catch up on what people are doing. I follow Elizabeth, I believe, on Instagram, so I see things from her occasionally, but no videos really. And so I've just kind of quit following the weight loss lifestyle on there. I'm doing a lot more photography, and I watch things like mowing the grass. It de-stresses me, or power cleaning. Yeah, I live exciting life. But yeah, I don't follow any of those people anymore. Well, I follow them, but they're not posting anymore, so I don't see any videos from anybody. But it would be nice. I'd love to hear how Mini Me in Tennessee is doing. Lisa, I've missed you if you watch this. And it would really be nice to see an update on what's going on in your life. I think of you so many times whenever whenever I'm playing with Sandy, and how you lost Sadie and how it broke my heart that your heart was broken, and I totally get it. But I think of you a lot. So if you could make an update video, I would really love to see it. Just catch us up on what's going on in your life. Or contact me on Facebook and just tell me there. You don't have to do a video, but I'd love to hear how you're doing. All right, everybody, I'm going to go. I'm going to get ready to go swimming, and it's supposed to be a little warmer today. Yesterday was chilly. Today it's supposed to be warmer, like in the 70s. So we're going to take our girls, all 5 of them, because it's the 4 girls I have now as granddaughters, and then Emily. And so we're going to go and have some fun and have a good day. But it was good to it's good to catch up you on what's going on in my life. And Dory, thank you for keeping posting. I wish I could get the medicine that you got, but I don't know if my insurance company would even pay for it. And if not, I can't afford it. But getting on the list to even get it at this point is impossible. So I'm not able to get it, at least not in my town. And I'm not going to do one of those online ordering things. That's not going to happen. So my sister is on it. My pastor is on it. And I would love to be on it to get this off my body. But I can't see any possibility of that happening right now. So unless a miracle happens, this is it. This is what it is. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys maybe in another year. And thank you for following me. And I've appreciated all your comments. So I will talk to you soon. Bye. Had to find the button.